Well, Coach, we've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Here we go. Ready? Blue 60. Quit talking about it and bring it.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about... At the 35.
Let's go.
DJ Swearinger on the tackle. It's a gain of 10. First down, Lions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Great. Let's go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards that time for number 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Gun.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing again is Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now it's Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go. Let's go.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Philip Lindsay. Jamie Collins, formerly of the Browns, in on the tackle.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jamie Collins in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. The throw over the middle taken in. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
We got this. 15 line. 15 line. Fair. Five.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check Mike. Here I come. Go.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go. Motion, motion, motion. Head up.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Romeo Okwara gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now.
54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw on 2nd and 10, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Throwing on first down is Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Let's go. Down. 8, read. Hard. Look at me. Zipper.
Rip left. Hey, watch this.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Recon, 132 fighter.
You got three.
Leo. Get it.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Get that quarterback at all times. Spike 3. 218, chop it. Let's go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge on your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
That one goes for 24 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. There's Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Check three.
Tight dog.
Now Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I smell fear in that offense.
faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke on the move. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, lock it. Patch it. Yes.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Mike 51. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On 1st down, Swift. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 1st down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He'll get this one to Galladay. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This is caught. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Prater, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Out, 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 out. Set.
Throwing on second down, Newton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it, it's seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why I ended up having to go up one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So an interesting call there to take the three. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready?
On first down, Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
At the Lions' 49-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9.
I got you, boy.
Get it.
Locke to throw on second down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Come on, set.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
General West.
51, Mike 51.
Bravo.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Let's go.
Now Locke throwing on second down. He completes this to Sutton. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Rush in. Switch. Check it out.
Look, squeeze. Shoot.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the slant. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Watch the slant.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun on third down, Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jamie Collins, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And McManus able to put it through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, check. Gun.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I got you, Pop. Hey, check Mike 39. 20.
Watch the pass.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
Back to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He's back to throw. Pass incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
and you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
Newton. Open man is Galladay, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line. Today's final score.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Broncos, the win moves them to 8-7.